Number 2, Iowa women's basketball lost to number 18 Ohio State, 100-92 in overtime, and Iowa was up 45-43 at halftime. Second half, Ohio State scored 40 points while Iowa scored 38. And overtime, 17-9 in favor of Ohio State. And I'm going to go over like the last 2 minutes in overtime or something like that with 2:01 left for Ohio State. J.C. Sheldon made a layup, 91-88, which was huge after Caitlin Clark made a three prior 18 seconds ago. I mean, assisted by Molly Davis. But 1:41 left, Caitlin Clark missed a three. And Rebecca Mikausikova got the defensive rebound. But 1:16 left, that same player for Ohio State made a three, assisted by Celeste Taylor. 1:06 left, Taylor 30 fouled, and Caitlin Clark made both free throws, so 94-90 at that point. And around 43 seconds left, Cody McMahon made a layup, so 96-90 at that point, and Iowa called timeout immediately. And Kate Martin missed a three, and Cody from Ohio State around that time, 34 seconds left, got defensive rebound, and around 28 seconds there was a foul on Sydney Affolter from Iowa, and J.C. Sheldon made both free throws, so 98-90 at that point. And then Iowa called timeout again, and Madison Green fouled Caitlin Clark and made both free throws, so 98-92. And there was a foul on Clark immediately with around 26 seconds, and J.C. Sheldon made both free throws again, so 192 at that point. And around 21 seconds left, Caitlin Clark missed a three and it went out of bounds around that time. And Ohio State inbounded the ball, and once it got across, that was game. And y'all gonna have to check out the highlights for this game, and it was very entertaining, to say the least. And I watched part of it at the very end, and I'm gonna go over the stats now for the game here, and I'm gonna try not to look down as much as possible, but it's hard to memorize everything, okay? Points on turnovers, nobody had any in this game. Fast break points, 2-0 in favor of Iowa, which is huge for Ohio State. Points in the paint favored Ohio State, 46-36. And the biggest lead for Iowa was 12, and Ohio State's was 8. Iowa for the game didn't shoot the ball bad. 46.2% from the field on 65 attempts. 35.7% on threes on 28 attempts. 81.5% on free throws on 27 attempts. 37 rebounds. 9 of those offensive. 22 assists. 5 steals. 3 blocks. 15 turnovers. 23 fouls. 12 points off the bench. And 3 double digit scores. That combined for, 10 plus 14. That's 24 plus 45. That's 69 points. And that's not including 2 other players with combined for 15.7 plus 8. Right there. And Ohio State also had 12 points off the bench. So, thus, it proves Ohio State starters did more than Iowa starters. 90 points, 88 points combined for your 5 starters. And all of them were in double figures, including Cody from Ohio State with 33 points. Yeah. And J.C. Sheldon with 24. That definitely helped. And they shot better than Iowa. 48.6% from the field on 72 attempts. 50% on threes on 22 attempts. 79.2% on free throws on 24 attempts. 41 rebounds. 13 of those offensive. 18 assists. 6 steals. 5 blocks. 13 turnovers. And 24 fouls. And you could say what you want about the officiating, but it was questionable both sides. And it worked itself out eventually. And whatever happens, you got to make more plays to win. And Ohio State did compared to Iowa. And I expect Iowa to drop in the rankings now. It's a matter of how much will they drop. What is their next 5 games? And I can't memorize everybody's schedule. It's hard. Okay? With a lot of teams out there in the country. Now, Iowa, you got Nebraska at home. You got on the road to Northwestern, which you shouldn't lose to Northwestern. You shouldn't, honestly. Then the following three games are at Maryland, Penn State at home, that was one time ranked, and you got to play Nebraska again, but it's on the road that time. So there's that. And now Ohio State's next 5 games are as follows: at Illinois, that's 8-9. You better not lose that game. You got Purdue on the road, that's 9-8. You better not lose that game either. I mean, I'm just telling you the truth. You shouldn't lose those 2 games, in my opinion. You got Wisconsin at home, that's 8-9. You shouldn't lose that game either. You got a potentially ranked Indiana team at home. And you got on the road to Minnesota. Minnesota has improved from last year, if you look at the record, 14-4. So really, the trickiest game is the Indiana game, and that even is at home. So we have to wait and see what happens about these teams here. And this is a huge resume boosting win for Ohio State here. It really is. Improves our seeding in the NCAA tournament. So, anyways, if you like this content, hit like and subscribe. See you guys later on the road to 600 subscribers. Of course, ultimate goal is 1,000 more. So make money out of this. Of course, liking the video, comment the video really helps the YouTube algorithm so more people can see it. Sharing the video does help as well, so more people can watch. And if you're watching and not subscribed, hit subscribe button. It's free to notification bell as well.